Welcome to Research Writing class. My name is Tom Masudi. I'm your lecturer. Today, we are going to learn about how to write a research project. Students are required at the end of the course to do a presentation on a project of their choice. But this is not a very easy thing. Most students may not know how to write a project. So I will take you through the topics and chapters of writing a project. But most important is choosing a research topic. What's so difficult normally is choosing a research topic, choosing a research topic. Most students are faced with the problem of choosing a research topic simply because they don't know, or they can choose a topic that is not relevant. But what's very important is the topic that you choose must be one, very importantly, must be relevant to your course, must be relevant to your course, not really the subject, but the course that you are taking. Secondly, the topic must be rich or you must have a lot to write about that topic. So it must be rich in content. Thirdly, the topic that you are going to choose must be a topic that will give you ample time to do research and go and collect data. For example, you cannot pick a topic. If you are in Africa, then you take a topic of a place, let's say in Australia, where you cannot go and collect your data. So it must be a topic that is relevant, must be rich in content, and must be within your reach. And again, it must not be expensive in collecting the data. So that's very, very important in choosing a topic. Most often, you discuss your topic with your teacher. Your teacher will guide you on the various topics that you've chosen to check whether they are relevant, to check whether they've got content, and whether they are easy and accessible in terms of collecting data. Very, very importantly, also your teacher or your lecturer should be able to help you, assist you, whether that topic has been exhausted, because you are required to research in a topic that has never been researched on. Now, having said that, now when you're writing your research, there are 6 chapters. There are 6 chapters, but today I would just want to mention 3 of them, because the rest are almost obvious. I mean, the rest are we shall see later. Very, very importantly, is the first topic is called chapter 1. It's called chapter 1, and chapter 1 is usually introduction. It's usually introduction, where you this is where you introduce the topic. You introduce the topic. Talk about what you are going to research on. Talk about how you're going to do the research, how you're going to do the writings, and so on and so on. So that's now introduction. It's quite much detailed. Then the other one is now chapter 2. Chapter 2 is literature review. Literature review. Literature review. What is literature review? Now, this is where you present various writings of various or publications, writings that has been done on that topic. You present various topics, various writings, either books, magazines, newsletters, magazines that has been written about that topic. Because at the end of the day, you are supposed to write something that is very unique. That's very unique from what has been written elsewhere. Therefore, it's at the point of literature review that you're going to indicate the various writings that have been written by various people right? Then at the end of it, you do a departure from what has been written by other people. So, because in research, you're supposed to come up with uh, a unique, a unique, uh, a unique discovery, something that has not been done before. Therefore, under literature review, you write what has been written elsewhere. Then at the end of it, you do a departure. That if all this has been written about this topic, then what are you doing? What are you going to do differently from what has been written by other people? Later on, you'll be taught how to do citations. All right, there are so many ways of doing citations. Um, 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 Depending on where you are, like when you are, like when you are in Europe, you're in China, you're in America, there are various methods that allow for citations. Then we also have chapter three, chapter three, chapter three, which is research methodology, or research methodology, research methodology. That is, this is where you indicate clearly how you are going to collect your data, how you're going to collect your data, qualitative or quantitative. Either you're going to collect through primary source or secondary source. Um, and now this is also very, very important because how you are going to collect the data is very important in aligning the topic of your research. There are certain topics that will require you to do a primary data collection, others will require you to do a secondary data collection. Remember, primary data collection is where you go to the ground and get raw data, and do their analysis. Whereas secondary data are the data that has been collected. Therefore, yours is simply to analyze them and align them to the topic. Thank you very much. We shall continue for that next time.